Speed Devil's online racing is now back online for the Sega Dreamcast using DreamPi and Flycast. Looking to connect your Sega Dreamcast online, there are a number of different ways. The more popular ones is DreamPi and the broadband adapter. DreamPi is a Raspberry Pi image that enables you to connect those dial-up games online. The broadband adapter is a separate piece of hardware that connects in where the modem would be, which enables you to play broadband enabled games. There's more games that are compatible with the dial-up method using DreamPi rather than the broadband adapter. The online games include Phantasy Star Online, Quake 3 Arena, Alien Front Online, Driving Strikers, Choo Choo Rocket, to name a few. Both methods of connecting your Dreamcast online require additional hardware or software. Dreamcast online community is a great way using Discord to arrange meetups and talk to the community. There's also lots of forums and websites out there as well. I'll put some links in the description of my favourite ones. The Dreamcast Now website is a great way to find out who's online and what game they are playing. You can also configure your DreamPi image here and also use TeamSpeak to join in some voice chats online. Known as Speed Busters for the PC, when it made its way to the Dreamcast it was known as Speed Devils. In 2000, an updated version was released to include online multiplayer. There's a few racing games released for the Dreamcast that are quite similar, however I think it's more like Pod 2 or Pod Speed Zone because of the different obstacles on the track to make it a difficult race. Back to Speed Devils online racing. If you wish to use the Flycast emulator, I'll provide steps on how you can get this set up for online play. First, visit the Flycast GitHub page and navigate to the binaries page to download the latest build. After you've installed and run Flycast, boot up a browser that enables you to change your ISP username and password. For this, I'm using a version of the Planet web browser. Head over to Options and select Internet Connection. Enter your ISP username and password. This can either be known as password or a password that you want to set as, and leave everything else the same. Once back here, press the Save button. Once it's saved, now head over to the Flycast emulator and locate the options. Once here in the network options, make sure that you enter your ISP username in the box provided. Enter this how you want it to appear in game. And that's it, you're all good to go using the Flycast emulator to play online. If you want to use DreamPi via your original Dreamcast hardware, I've previously made a video on how you can connect your Dreamcast online. The video for this is in the description below.
Speed Devils Online Racing.
So here we go, Speed Devils Online Racing. It's the first time I'm playing this game online and offline, so let's have a look at it, shall we? First, you either choose Race Online or Race Offline. We're going to focus on Race Online. Make sure your ISP settings are correct. Here we go, let's dial to go online. Check in the username and password. Okay, here you can load a player or create a new player. So I'm going to create a new player. Fill out all these details. Once completed, that has successfully created your account. So you load your account, then connect to the servers and download updates if required. Then you create your player profile and select an avatar as well to choose. Once chosen, you've got to visit the shop to purchase your first car for playing online. Visit the car dealer, buy a car, then choose your car. Once selected, you can go to the race and play online racing. Here's the race lobbies. Once you've selected a lobby, it will then give you a message at the bottom currently saying to you this is testing at the moment, you receive a welcome cash bonus. Once you've found the lobby, you join the room. Once you're in the room, you can actually chat to some of the players. As you see in the bottom right hand side, it showed a chat message. Then back to the lobby and set as ready to start the race. Hollywood Disaster is the level that we're racing on. It's a standard mode, so these are the instructions for a standard mode race. Waiting for the players to join. Once everyone joins and syncs up, the race will then begin. Online Restoration had a collaboration with Flying Head and Shoemania to make this possible. In the future, it might be possible to have a single server for both DCNet and DC Live players. It would need to be hosted by DCNet server, but accessible for the existing Ubisoft router, which is hosted by Shoemania. It would then be possible for Pod 2, Pod Speed Zone, Monaco Racing 2 and Speed Devils Online players to join each other from DCNet and DC Live. The handling is quite slow on this one, but I'm getting used to it. It's a quite fun and addictive game. So this is the first time, like I say, I'm playing this online, so I'm experiencing it for the first time. The fact that you can now join online using Flycast against real Dreamcast users as well on various different games
is just going to boost up the online community. The Dreamcast online community is still relatively small, but with these additions, by new games being added, new servers being added, new different ways to connect online, it's only going to help boost those numbers. And there's a cop, you can hit those, got busted as well, but some of the backgrounds do change from lap to lap. As you see there, King Kong wasn't doing anything, and in a moment you come up to a dinosaur or T-Rex. For me, I've got both options. I've got the original hardware, I've got the emulation option using Flycast. So yeah, I can join in online games, whether it be DCNet or DreamPi or Shumania servers. So yeah, it's all good fun. Here's a dinosaur that won't be on the second lap. This game is still being tested, so elements of it are not fully functional. Fixes have already been made since this video was created, with the desyncing of 3 players, the disappearing of cars, never-ending races. So those changes are already being made to improve the online experience. No matter how good the game may look or play, is if it handles well for racing games is the most important thing. This one does handle quite well, and with those additions of upgrading your handling, it may even help later on in the game. So nothing to do with handling here, it's just my driving style. When the road broke into 2, I didn't know what to do with it. To make it easier for you, can customize how the game looks by taking parts on or off the HUD, as well as changing the viewpoint and also looking behind to see if there's any drivers racing behind you. Keep an eye on that Hollywood style sign, it will change on the next lap. Now on to lap 2. As you see here in front, King Kong is now trying to hit me when I drive past him, but he misses. You notice here the dinosaur is no longer appearing. And the wire from the Hollywood sign has now fallen over to hit the track, but I dodged out the way of it. So the battle was between 3rd and 4th, myself and RockerJarvis. As you'll see in a moment, the first 2 races have already finished, so they had the desync, but that has now hopefully been resolved in the latest update. Now back to the main menu, you can do some repairs to your car if it got damaged in the race, upgrade your tyres, add some nitros, and also install some upgrades such as the engine, suspension and armour, to name a few. Now back to the online play. This game mode requires a wager. As the game type is called Trials, these are the elements of the game mode. Try not to fall off the track, I'll get some money for that if I don't fall off the track. As you see, my car is now all souped up and ready to go. I've installed nitros, I've installed a better engine and handling and suspension, so let's see how we get on. Once again, you see things to the side of the track that will then make their way onto the track. It's a very good looking game, it's fun to play. The nitro sound is very similar to what you'd find in Pod 2 or Pod Speed Zone. It reminds me of those old school 90s PC racing games such as Need for Speed and Screamer Rally and Screamer 2. It's really good to see. And there we go, I fell off the track. So as mentioned, you're not supposed to fall off the track, so I've lost that. With great background design and really fast frame rate as well. It looks like a very impressive game, and it's been enjoyable so far. As you can see, RockerJarvis in front is now using his nitro that he's just installed. Watch out for these. There's a truck there throwing some bombs into the road to try and disrupt the race. And there we are, there's a flying dragon, and of course I hit its tail and fall into the lake. Going to a snake dungeon now. Watch out for the Indiana Jones style boulder. RockerJarvis hit that, so I'm now going to overtake him. And there we are, finished another online race and gained some money. I'll use that in the shop to do some further upgrading or maybe purchase some more cars. The next level, we're on to New York. You can add different elements when creating online games such as fog and rain, so as you see here, New York City in the rain and fog. There goes another driver using full nitrous at the start. Let's see if I can catch up. Having to dodge out the way of oncoming traffic, even one showing sponsorship of other Dreamcast games. Speed Devils Online joins a full list of racing games online for the Dreamcast already, such as F355 Challenge, Toy Racer, Monaco Grand Prix Online, to name a few. The fact that you can upgrade your car, add nitros, does add a different element to this game, with nice draw distance and visuals from the rain and fog, and also those objects that can actually put off the race, whether it be King Kong smashing down the track or bombs falling out of the back of a truck. It's all a bit of fun. And there you have it, that was Speed Devils Online. This is still in the testing stages, so there might be some issues that occur when you're trying to play online. Let us know in the comments if you like this game, if you're going to try and play it online. So what's next for the Sega Dreamcast? What games do you want to see restored back online? Let us know in the comments field, where it'll be different parts of the community coming together to bring these games back online. It's great to see, and I really enjoy playing these games online. Until next time, take care of yourself, all the best, bye bye.